Hello, second graders. Mrs. Lee here, Geometry Week number 2, Lesson 5. You're going to be practicing on IXLV, the new section 5 and 6 today. We are going to continue our study of area. Area is the flat surface that covers an area, and we practiced yesterday measuring area. Let's review.
Area. Area is the space inside a 2D shape. We can't use units such as centimeters or meters because they only measure distances in a straight line. So, to measure area, we use squares. This shape has an area of 8 squares. Let's calculate the area of some other shapes. If we overlay a grid, it makes it easy to calculate. By counting, we can see that the area of the first shape is 15 squares, and the area of the second shape is 12 squares. But what if we want to calculate the area of a shape and there are no squares to help us? For example, this playing court. We will need to know the length and the width of our shape. The length is 7 meters and the width is 4 meters. The rule for calculating the area of a rectangle is length times width. So, to calculate the area of this rectangle, we must multiply 7 meters by 4 meters. 7 times 4 equals 28. The area is 28 squares. And because our measurements are in meters, the area is 28 square meters. So, now we know the rule. Area equals length times width. But let's go back to our last example to see why this works. We know that we have 4 rows, each with 7 squares. 7 times 4. We can see that 28 squares fit perfectly over the area. So, the area is 28 square meters, or meters squared. Let's see if we can use this rule with another rectangle. Area equals length, which is 8 centimeters, times width, which is 3 centimeters. 8 times 3 is 24. This rectangle has an area of 24 centimeter squares. Instead of writing squares, we can use this symbol to show we are measuring area. Now we'll have a go at calculating the area of an irregular shape. Here is the floor plan of a house. Can you see how we can divide this irregular shape into 2 rectangles? There are a couple of ways we could do it. One is like this, and another is like this. Then, we just have to use our rule area equals length times width to work out the area of both rectangles. Find
Okay, second graders, we are going to get to practicing measuring area. The first thing I want to show you is the area on IXL that says new. You use the square tiles to cover the rectangle. If you did this yesterday, great. But if you didn't, you can do it today. And this is how you calculate the area. You fill the area with the squares, and then you can see that this rectangle needs 8 square tiles to cover the area. So how many tiles did I use? I used 2, 4, 6, 8. So that is how you measure that. So I think you're going to have fun in that new section today, as well as working in the other areas of measuring. So V5, you shade in a shape with an area of 11 units. So you can do that just like this. And I think you're going to have fun practicing area this way. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that is a shape with an area of 11 square units. So I'm going to let you do that, but before I do, I need to show you what we're going to do on Seesaw today. On Seesaw, you are going to have some fun measuring area. You are going to create 3 different shapes with different area measurements. So you are going to use the drawing tool to draw the shapes. Draw 3 different shapes that have different area measurements. And then make sure you use the microphone to record yourself explaining how you measure the area. And then you may tap the check to submit your response. So that will be a great finishing touch to our practice on measuring area. Great job, second graders. Have a wonderful day.